We are live. Greetings of the day, everybody. On behalf of the Indian Loyalty Association and Global Exhibitions and Conferences India, I warmly welcome you all to the second edition of the International Cremation and Funeral Expo 2026. This initiative aims to bring together industry experts, innovators, policymakers, and stakeholders to discuss the future of cremation, funeral infrastructure, and dignified end of life services for both humans and animals. As awareness around sustainable funeral practices and compassionate pet memorial services continues to grow, conversations like these become increasingly important for shaping a more humane and future ready ecosystem. We are delighted to have with us Mr. Mradul Goel, who is the marketing director for Goel Vet Pharma, and we are looking forward to his valuable insights and perspectives. With that, let's start with today's session. Sir, to begin with, I would request you to kindly speak about the Goel Vet Pharma and the vision behind the company.
Thank you, Divyanji. Yeah, Goel Vet Pharma Private Limited was founded by my father, late Dr. R.K. Goel, to provide
Yes, sir.
safe and natural homeopathic care for animals. Today, with the brand name of Dr. Goel's Homeopathy for Pet, now it's a trusted name for pets and livestock across the India. We are pioneer of homeopathy in veterinary since 1977.
Right, sir. Sir, what drew your father and also you to, invest your time into this particular venture? Because it's a completely new concept to me. I mean, everybody is aware of the fact that homeopathy is a style of treatment. It's absolutely phenomenal in one aspect to what you're doing, because it's something new in the sense that you're doing it for animals. So what drew you to, take this forward?
Yeah, basically, my father was an homeopath first, then he was a veterinarian. And in
Okay.
field conditions, when he saw that there is a lot of problems in the animal field, having a lot of problems with the without any solution, then he tried to use homeopathy in veterinary. And by taking 25 years of his field experience, he prepared some sort of formulations for homeopathy in veterinary. And since then, we are doing that. By the way, we have interest towards the animal from since our childhood, because
Oh,
we were having cow and dogs, both are in our home, and we learned to take care of their health and well-being since our childhood. And I believe that pets and livestock deserve safe and effective treatment, just like humans.
true,
Nowadays,
sir.
people are also focusing on the animal health, nutrition, preventive care, and I believe that homeopathy and the modern veterinary science care together will continue to shape the future of animal health in India.
Sir, how, I mean, do you see that the sector as something that has been evolving or is evolving, is continuing to grow, the veterinary pet care sector?
Yes, veterinary pet care sector is evolving, no doubt. A lot of growing. Today, pets are being treated as family members, not
Yes.
the owner. They feel that they are the pet parents. They are more aware about the nutrition, grooming, preventive health care, and their pets' emotional well-being also. With the help of internet and digital platforms, people are more aware. They are learning and about taking responsibilities to pet care, making better choices, and for their health and happiness for their pets.
It's extremely, the world is extremely different now, sir. The gone are the days when pets were just seen as pets. The there was no preventive care. I mean, me coming from a family of pet owners, we've always had a pet in the household. So,
Mhm.
I mean, the food was different. The dog ate what we ate. The situation is very
Yeah,
different now. So,
absolutely.
so you know, uh, now I'm going to be moving on to the next set of questions, sir. So,
Okay.
how important is preventive healthcare in improving the long-term well-being of animals?
Well, everyone knows that the prevention is better than the cure.
Yes,
And regular care like proper nutrition, vaccination, grooming, stress management, and health checkups. These are the simple steps that can help prevent many serious problems, health issues, and of course, homeopathy plays a major role to provide safe, effective, and side effect free medication to the pets.
right, sir. So, sir, if you could possibly explain a little bit more about how are you actually, linking the medication, especially homeopathic medication, with animals, and how effective is it in animals? Because we know that in comparison to allopathy, homeopathy ends up taking a slightly longer time to give you results.
Yeah, ma'am, basically, this is a myth which has been
Okay,
created since a long period.
right,
And
sir.
what we believe, you will not believe that I have never taken any allopathic medicine since my childhood.
Oh, wonderful, sir.
And this is the matter of belief only. We are having the medicines that can give you the results within 15 to 20 minutes for different type of problems, different sort of problems. The effectiveness is being started. So people are having in the myth that there is a lot of time it will take to treat the patient, but it is not the reality. Homeopathic medicines are very fast, very effective, and taking a good care of people without any side effect.
That's amazing, sir. I really respect what you're doing right now because this is a completely different field, and I believe you would be one of the only companies who is actually providing such sort of a system for animals and uh, animal husbandry is the whole area just getting involved in homeopathy is something very very new to me. So it's
Mm.
quite commendable what you're doing.
Yeah, basically, we are first in foremost in India to introduce homeopathy in veterinary, and
Right, sir.
since 1977, we are doing regular innovations in the field of veterinary. First, we introduced the large animal products like cow, buffalo, and then we introduced the caprine products for sheep and goat, even for
Okay.
the horses and the camels. Then we have came to the pet pet medicines. So for pet care, we have introduced a lot of medicines for the pet well-beings, and now we are getting very good results in the pets. Even we are having some sort of products for the exotic birds also.
Okay, that's amazing,
Yeah,
sir. So so your father has been working on this thing for 40 years.
yeah.
How difficult was it to change the mindset of people, sir? One, that, and two, uh, I mean, how were you able to convince people that this is something that they should be investing in?
Only through results, ma'am.
Okay.
Basically, at the start, when 1977, my father started the concept. He himself was saying that lot of problems are there. Even their colleagues are not interested in taking homeopathy for the treatment of animals. But
Yes.
slowly and little time will taken, but then people got believed by getting results are more important. Once they got results, they got believed. Nowadays a scenario has changed. New veterinarians are very smart, they are very innovative, they feel that new things should become in the veterinary care, and they are using homeopathy. Even you will feel that they are using Ayurveda, homeopathy, naturopathy, even in the acupuncture also
Acupuncture for animals.
for animals.
Wow.
And they are getting very good results. They are taking their utmost care.
Right, sir.
Yeah.
So,
So lot
what
of things
role?
are.
Sorry, sorry, sir. Sorry. Please continue, sir.
No, 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 it's okay.
Okay. What role do veterinary companies play in making animal healthcare more accessible and trusted in India, sir? I mean, you have gone through that experience where
Yeah,
it took a lot of time for people to actually invest in the concept of homeopathic medication for animals.
absolutely. Veterinary companies are playing a major role towards the animal health care by providing unique, trialed, tested products as per the need of the time. Even
Right.
not only conventional system of the medicine, but also with the Ayurveda, homeopathy, as I have told you about the naturopathy and with the acupuncture also. Further, all of above are easily available through internet, easily accessible for the pet parents as well as for the farmers in the India, all over India.
That's that
People are
is
using
yes. Please continue, sir.
it's the
Why do you think, sir, that such conversations, I mean, given that we have generated this platform, so this was something that we started almost 4 years ago, and
Mhm.
we've continued to work on this platform because we always wanted to engage in a conversation where everybody, including humans and animals, everybody in the sector comes and speaks about what has been happening, because it's extremely important to understand and engage in conversations around animal end of life care apart from just humans. Do you think it is important in today's day and time that conversations be happening around animal end of life care?
Uh, Conversations around the animal and of life care
Yes,
are growing
yes,
because pets are now considered as the true family members.
true.
Pet parents want their pets to feel comfortable, loved, and cared at the every stage of life and even the after end of the life. We believe animal deserve dignity, empathy, and the general care, gentle care throughout their lives.
I completely agree with you, sir. It's extremely important that we deal with animals just as carefully as we deal with the humans as well. So,
Yeah.
how is the emotional bond between pets and owners influencing the demand for dignified aftercare and memorial services?
Well, the emotional bond between the pets and their families is becoming stronger and stronger day by day. And the pet parents want to give their pets same love, respect, dignity, and to all the family members. As any family member, they need the same with that also. This is why the services like the memories, cremation, and grief support are becoming more important. Today,
True, sir.
people now want meaningful way to honor their pets and keep their memories alive. I have seen lot of people um, in the grief, but they have no support. People want that someone can care them. Yeah, it's okay. It happens.
True. uh, we have been engaging with a lot of companies that look after the complete cremation process, along with the anything that is possibly required when it comes to the cremation of animals. And I'm actually very surprised, sir. When we
Mhm.
started working on this particular event, I did a tiny research and I got to know that there are a variety of actually companies that are offering pet cremations, and that has happened in the past couple of years. It's quite
Mhm.
amazing to see that this is happening in the country, that apart from humans there are companies dedicatedly working towards helping cremation of animals as well. So I really like the mean, the fact that people are so attached to their animals, which is what you rightly keep pointing out as well, that this is something that is happening because people are invested in their animals. So yes. Um, what is the biggest gap currently existing in India's pet cremation and animal aftercare in infrastructure? Infrastructure.
Basically, ma'am, that what you have said, that a lot of companies are there, but these companies are in the big cities only. But in the
Yes.
small cities or the local areas, there is a lot of problem. And one of the biggest gap in India's pet aftercare life system is the limited availability of the proper cremation and memorial facilities, especially in the
Right.
smaller cities and rural areas. Many
Right.
pet parents are still struggling to find accessible and organized and compensate aftercare services. There is also a lack of awareness around the pet loss, grief support, and emotional counseling. As parenting is growing in India, there is a lot of need of eco-friendly, accessible, and respectful aftercare solution that supports both pet parents and their families.
That's it. Sir, I mean, have you seen a shift? So initially, what used to happen was that there would be, I mean, people were usually burying their pets, and they would
Mhm.
layer it with with the packet of salt. However, I believe the things have changed now. Do you think this is an idea and concept that people are going to grow to accept in future? Because it's slightly more sustainable, does not require a massive ground to just keep burying animals just through electric cremations. There are electric crematoriums and CNG furnaces which are also being used for humans. Do you think people are open to the idea of using this for their pets as well?
Well, pet parents are using and they are willing to do this thing, but there is a lack of knowledge. People don't know that these facilities are available also. So I think some advertisement or some knowledge should be um, flown through internet or some social media platforms to the pet parents, that if they are getting this type of problems, so they have some sort of uh, uh, solutions are there.
Right. True, sir. True. There has to be a platform where people are able to, put this across and let pet parents also get an understanding that this is definitely a possibility. True.
Yeah.
Well said, sir. Looking ahead, what kind of ecosystem does India need to build for more compassionate and sustainable animal care and aftercare?
Well, India needs to build a compensate and complete animal care ecosystem that focuses on the healthcare, awareness, rehabilitation, and aftercare of animals at every stage of life. Better infrastructure, digital healthcare access, eco-friendly practices, and strong awareness are the important for the future of animal well-being. Collaboration between the veterinarians, animal welfare organizations, startups, healthcare companies will help to create more accessible and caring system for animal across the India. At Goel Vet Pharma Private Limited, we believe animal healthcare should be always based on the compassion, wellness, and respect for every life.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. These were all my questions that I had for you today, and I'm really glad that you took out the time to have a conversation with us on this subject, sir. Your I mean, your words mean a lot to us because, I mean, you come from a completely different sector. You're representing a company that is doing something completely different. I have not come across a company that is providing such sort of a healthcare for animals and pets. So we truly appreciate your support and being our speaker today for ICFE. And for the audience, please feel free to share your questions for Sir in the comments, and we will surely try to get them answered. That was all, sir.